What is up, everybody? This is Easy Street Gaming, and I got a little treat for everyone out there that likes the partner matches. Got about 15 minutes of unadulterated ass-kicking partners that you don't see very often, including Panda Po. Got some Blaze Axe. Got one with him in it. I've never seen this before, but 4 vs 4, Cha-Cha vs Desert Prince. And the first one we have is Cha-Cha and Desert Prince teaming up against Nomad and a couple of the big shielders. A lot of these matches, it's hard to tell who's gonna win. These come from the partner arena. I won't tell you how much I lost on some of these matches. One on a few too. Hard thing is they always leave one partner out, so you don't know exactly what the teams are going to be. But even if you were to see all 4, some of these really surprise you as far as who comes out ahead. Here you have two Desert Prince green, 2 Cha-Cha blue, and up against that is 1 red God of Earth, red Nomad, red Drum Beater, green Catfish Fighter. Now you have red Nomad, which is obviously a big damage producer. Then you have the red God of Earth, another big damage producer with group attacks. You have a lot of good attackers, but then on the other side you have Cha-Cha, which she does Alacrity and Dark Doom. These are 2 pretty strong attacks. Alacrity, it speeds up the action bar with the lowest partner on the team. So basically it lets them attack a lot faster. And then Dark Doom that attacks everyone on the other side and replaces all of their buffs with debuffs, with random debuffs. So that can include Thor's Curse. That's pretty intense, really. So, and then of course Desert Prince has with Thera War Pattern. No, not Thera. Saya War Pattern. Stuns almost every time. If they attack if they do the 5 strikes to 1 person, they stun almost every time. So they keep the other side KO'd most of the time. Thing is that up against someone like God of Earth and Nomad, God of Earth went down first, but that's actually a disadvantage because now they're going to hit red Nomad more, which means he's going to retaliate more. And when he retaliates, it's a big shot. He just there it is right there. He just took out Desert Prince with a 12,000 damage hit. You're almost better off not touching him to the very end and just letting him attack in turn instead of getting the retaliation attacks in. And then you have also the red Drum Beater and green Catfish Fighter. Both of them produce strong shields based on their hit points. And I think that's it right there. Thor's Curse. After playing the last stage of Adventure and watching the Red Scarecrows, Thor's Curse everyone, and it was devastating, really. Had a whole new level of respect for that. So if you're going to bet right now, who would you bet on? Well, not now. Seems like every time Nomad swings, he kills somebody. He goes down, though. There's 2 Cha-Cha left. 1 green Catfish. Green Catfish is if you don't think he's in the top 5, then you've underestimated him. His shield strength is based on his hit point, so he'll have extremely high hit point, and then on top of that, he's got whatever artifact they have him with. He's recovering health every single time he strikes. So every time he strikes, he gets more health back, and then he shields himself every time. That's a tough one-on-one fight right there. So a little upset, I think. Moving on. Green Desert Prince, red Cha-Cha. And I would probably put my money on Desert Prince here. Just because he's gonna, you look what's happening already. Cha-Cha's stunned. I can't see 4 Desert Prince getting beat by pretty much of anything. Now, it is red Cha-Cha. I think they use red just to try to even it out a little bit. But they've already got one almost down all the way. Now she's going to come right back to life with full health, or close to full health. She's going to steal 80% of the hit points from the opponent that has the most health. So most of the time she's going to get, she'll have full health, but as the match goes on, she will get less and less, because as the enemies, as her opponents get less and less health, then she will actually be able to take less. In addition to the revive, where she'll steal 80% from her opponent, she also does this bloody glaives. That's when she'll attack 2 times. You'll see the big graphics that they have for her, and she'll roll out something on top of them, and it attacks them on the way in and on the way out. And what she'll do is she will steal all of their buffs and replace them with debuffs, including the random debuff, maybe even Thor's curse. So pretty tough for the Red Cha-Cha. Then on the other side you have the Desert Prince. I think one of his biggest abilities is something that's actually overlooked most of the time, and that is his passive skill. I believe it's a passive skill, and where every single time there's an attack, he regains some of his action bar. So every time anyone attacks, he's regaining a little bit of his action bar, I do believe. I think it's like the Desert Lord or something like that. So this is why, like, I have Desert Prince. He seems like he attacks more than anyone else. I never want to take him out. On top of that, he's knocking out everyone he attacks. Only problem is up against someone like Nomad. Nomad can one-shot him a lot, especially if he's built right. And everyone I face builds him right these days. So here's a different look. Couple teams with some unusual partners. Up top on the green side, from the Frost, Fire, Frost. I'll say them both because I don't know which one it is ever. You have Blaze Axe. He does damage to one person at a time, but he has what's called the Venomous Shiv, which it can do a lot of damage. I think I've seen it do 8,000 or 9,000 damage, plus it poisons for 3 rounds. The advantage he has is that at the beginning of every round, everyone on the team gains health, and he can't be killed right away. I think if you kill him the first time, he comes back to life with full health, and I think that's on a CD of like 11 or 12 rounds, so he can actually do it more than once. But unlike you have the Mysterious Guest, I believe it's called, from the Blue Daggers, where once you kill him, he comes right back and he's immortal for a round, and but he doesn't have any health after that. Basically, the next hit after that, he's done. Blaze Axe comes back with full health, and he's a stout partner anyway. And in there with him, you have the Green Boar, one of the sleepers, I think, in all the partner game right now. A big defensive partner that has a retaliation. Doesn't retaliate that much. It really doesn't attack that much, because one of his 2 abilities, or one of his 3 abilities, he has Retaliate, which isn't an active attack. And then there's the Bristle, which basically he just makes himself tougher, and then he's got 1 attack, but when he does attack, it's pretty potent. And then we have a couple familiar faces with Blue Nomad, Blue Colonel on the right, and then Desert Prince, Green Colonel on the left. Green Colonel doing the revive as well. So a couple familiar faces, a couple new faces. We already lost on the blue side. We lost the Blue Beast. Blue Beast does this debuff right there, or buff right at the beginning of every match. But now he's dead already. Something else though I wanted to mention. If you do play the partner arena, you've probably already noticed this. If you do not, and you're trying to learn who is who and who's the best, what color is the best in all these different partners, what partners are good, which ones are not, go through the partner arena and watch all the matches. First of all, they're entertaining. If you like the partner matches, they're really entertaining. And also, it shows you which partners are the best. For example, it will show you, I literally stop right in the middle trying to get chest. You know, who does that while I'm recording for a video? Well, there you have it. I will show you the best color of each of the partners, and you'll notice Nomad, for example, you'll see all 3 colors. You'll see blue, you'll see red, you'll see green, because Nomad's that good. All 3 of them are well utilized. But then you'll see other partners, you'll only see 1 color of them. For example, you don't really see the Blue Boar, even though as a new player you're going to prefer Blue Boar because it does the team freeze. But as you move along and as you move up, at level 40, the green puts it in shadow. So you'll be able to recognize which heroes are the best by looking at the partner arena. But now, finally, we have Panda Po. Big matchups for Panda Po. They immediately put him up against really, really tough opponents. This is the green Panda Po. There's the triple bash attack. He kills pretty much everyone he hits the triple bash attack with. It does a certain percentage of his max health. I think it's 80%. Don't quote me on that though. It's enough to kill everyone. I've watched enough of these replays today to know he does a team attack that's it's okay. He gets a lot of critical attacks in it, but he's usually doing around 2,000 damage. I don't know exactly how they have Panda Po situated here because they don't really show you all that. So on the team attacks, he's doing about 2,000 damage. He does a bamboo throw, which does about the same, 2,000 or under to one person. But then he does that right there, which is the triple bash attack, and he pretty much kills everyone. Now, okay, he doesn't kill the blue nomad. He probably had 35,000 hit points, so he lived. Other than that, okay, there's the bamboo throw, 3,000. There's another 3,000. Blue nomad comes behind him and hits him, and it's looking pretty dominant for the two pandas. One nomad left. Problem is that nomads, they are constantly regaining health and a lot of it. And as strong as Panda Po is, he doesn't get off this triple bash attack quite enough to manage a fully upgraded, maxed out blue nomad. There's a team attack. There's a triple bash. Puts him down. Their speed is also in question here. Now you have one panda versus one blue nomad. It's tough to pick anyone over one blue nomad head to head unless they are a stun partner, because he's just regaining more health than you can take from him. They have such a they recover so much health. They recovered health to begin with, and then on top of that you have the artifacts that recover more health. I don't know what the computer puts on them as far as artifacts. I don't know how many stars it is. I don't even know if they have an artifact. I just know that they have an amazing amount of health and they recover an amazing amount of health. So here's another one. I misjudged this big time. I knew they had 3 nomads showing on one team. They didn't have the nomad showing on the other team, so they ended up putting a blue nomad on both teams, which changed everything. I thought the left team was going to have a blue colonel, and look at Longface. Green Longface is in there, and he just has this devastating team attack. Nomad takes out Red Colonel. Panda has this big, long, drawn out. He's like a baseball pitcher. He takes the bamboo out, looks at it, licks it up, and throws it. And there's another. If you're counting, that's like 5 for Panda Po. The triple bash. He's taken down everyone with that triple bash. It's pretty impressive. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to show Panda Po is because a lot of players are going to get Panda Po. Maybe the most one partner of all time. I'm not sure if we've ever had an event quite like this, but the sign-in event will be giving everyone a Panda Po at the end of the 30 days. I've got my fingers crossed for green. I don't know if the others will be anything like green, but green has been impressive from start to finish. And there's a triple bash. The last hit is 13,000 damage. The first 2 are like 200. It's kind of sneaky when the first 2 hits do 200. Then he comes in with the last one and does like 15,000 damage. Don't really see that coming. Start again. I hope you didn't catch who won this. Another pretty good team. Now this year they only have one difference. What they have is on one team they have the they had the Green Boar at Third Awakening. Panda Po just gave him the triple bash and killed him in one shot, but luckily they have the Green Colonel, brought him right back to life. Both sides have the catfish fighter, although on the left side he's third awakened, on the right side he is not. I don't know if you noticed that. Both sides have a third awakened green demon killer. Both sides have a third awakened green colonel. I'm really looking forward to Panda Po. I don't know how many times I've taken a shot at trying to get him on the Divinion, that's how you say it, platform. Not a chance. I'll get him the day before that everyone gets him. Watch, because I'm not going to stop anytime soon. So looking at his overall attacks one more time, I know I'm kind of focusing on Panda, but we've seen Catfish Fighter a lot, we've seen the Demon Killer a lot, we've seen Colonel a lot. We haven't seen Panda Po that much. Out of his 3 attacks, it seems as if he does an equal amount of the bamboo throw. And no, I'm gonna take that back. He probably does 3 bamboo throws, then he does that 1 team attack, then he gets off his 1 triple bash attack. So it's looking like he does about the same of the team as a triple bash, but the team attack is nothing compared to the triple bash, although it does have a chance to stun. And also, I don't know if you've noticed, if you've checked it out yet, but if you go into your in-game companion guide called the Brutex, you can look up all this stuff. And the Panda Po has a leader skill that actually gives him an advantage in adventure stages only. First time I've ever seen that. So his leader skill gives him bonuses, but only in adventure. I'm gonna take a guess here that it also works in the Chaos Swirl, which we can probably expect it to come back pretty soon. You notice that the game has really expanded quite a lot. It has now the live duels. It also has the Chaos Swirl, and the number of partners are growing just exponentially. Since I've started, they've literally doubled in partners, and there's been a lot more focus on the partner game. I know a lot of the old school guys that were around before the partners, they wanted to ignore the partners, and boy, they regret it now. Probably my favorite part of the game. And now that we have the live duels where we can fight other players live, it's even better. So get your partners up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I usually do ranked matches a couple times a month, but if you've watched any of the last half dozen videos, I've been busy, so I haven't been able to do all I wanted to. But hopefully you get a little taste today. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate everyone. Sub to the channel. Till next time, it's been easy.